In Rockford, Illinois, 28-year-old Louis Lee was sitting at his kitchen table with his wife inside of their home when 3 masked gunmen suddenly began shooting into their house and forced their way inside the home. Indoor and outdoor surveillance cameras captured the terrifying invasion as the suspects immediately opened fire, sending Louis and his wife scrambling for cover. But despite Louis's efforts to escape the barrage of bullets, it wouldn't end up being enough to save his life.
Stay down. Stay down. Stay down.
After being shot multiple times, Louis Lee was rushed to the hospital, but later died from his injuries, and for nearly 3 years the case remained unsolved before Rockford police announced murder charges against Kenneth Tenor and Brandon Taylor in August of 2024, and both men were already behind bars on unrelated convictions when they were charged with first-degree murder, while investigators continue searching for the third masked suspect seen in the surveillance video. In East Flatbush, Brooklyn, surveillance video inside an apartment complex captured 47-year-old Jason Pass confronting his neighbors, Vladimir Mathurin, and his 27-year-old stepson, Chinwai Mode, over the family allegedly playing loud music, and within moments, the argument escalated to the point of no return when Mathurin would seemingly threaten Pass with a pair of scissors, causing Pass to pull a handgun and open fire, leaving the father and stepson fighting for their lives. After casually taking 2 lives, Jason Pass later fled the apartment, sparking a 3-day manhunt. Police eventually located him in Brooklyn, where officers spent more than 25 minutes trying to persuade him to surrender after he exited his vehicle with a knife in hand. But when Pass suddenly charged at officers, they opened fire, killing him on the scene, and it was later determined that the use of force used by police was justified. In Hyattsville, Maryland, 45-year-old homeless man named Ricardo Clemens Jr. was at a local McDonald's, as he often spent time inside the restaurant at night loitering. But on March 1st, 2025, he was asked by employees to leave if he wasn't going to buy anything, and once a security guard named Mashenka Francis stepped in, a struggle began between Francis and Clemens, and Francis began using a baton on Clemens, but when that didn't work, Francis would choose a different route, one that could potentially ruin the rest of his life. Ricardo Clemens Jr. died at the scene from a gunshot wound to the upper body, and after reviewing surveillance footage, investigators concluded that security guard Francis had initiated much of the physical confrontation, and Francis was arrested and charged with second-degree murder and is currently being held without bond, as the case remains pending in court. But if found guilty, Francis could face up to 40 years in prison. In Columbus, Georgia, 20-year-old Stephen Daniel had stopped by a friend's home when an argument began between him and 18-year-old Brylan Lewis, allegedly over a woman that both of them were involved with, and within a few minutes, guns would be drawn, leading to a deadly altercation caught on camera between the two young men. After the woman the men were supposedly arguing over ran back inside the home, Stephen was shot multiple times and collapsed in the driveway before being rushed to the hospital, where he later died from his injuries. And more than 3 months after the shooting, investigators arrested 18-year-old Brylan Lewis, charging him with murder and multiple firearm offenses in connection with Stephen's death, leaving him facing up to 50 years in prison. In Mexico City, Mexico, 27-year-old Carolina Flores Gomez was in her apartment when indoor surveillance footage captured what would be her last moments alive, after her mother-in-law would follow her into the bathroom and shoot her multiple times, taking her life after an alleged argument. And all of this would happen only feet away from Carolina's husband and recently born child.
¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué hiciste, loca?
Nada, te me hice enojar. Joder,
¿Qué te pasa, loca, mi familia?
familia es mía. Tú eres mi novia.
Authorities later identified Carolina's 63-year-old mother-in-law, Erica Maria Guadalupe Herrera, as a suspect in the killing, and after fleeing Mexico, she was arrested in Venezuela following an international manhunt and extradited back to face justice, but the case remains pending and no final sentence has yet been handed down.